Welcome back to Rare U.S. Coins, the ultimate destination for coin collectors, history lovers, and treasure hunters who dream of discovering valuable coins hiding in plain sight. And today we dive deep into one of the most iconic and fascinating coins in American history, the 1976 Liberty 1 cent, a coin that represents the spirit of the United States bicentennial celebration. A year when patriotism was at its peak and millions of Americans were proudly honoring 200 years of freedom. And while most people think the 1-cent coin is just a simple penny with little value, the truth is that certain 1976 Liberty 1 cent coins are worth an astonishing amount of money, with rare errors, high grades, and unique conditions pushing values all the way up to an unbelievable $779,358 in the current market, making this humble coin one of the most exciting treasures to ever come out of pocket change. So if you think pennies are useless, get ready to have your mind blown, because the story of the 1976 Liberty 1 cent is packed with history, rarity, and massive profit potential as collectors around the world compete to own the best examples of this legendary coin. But before we talk about the money, let's step back in time to understand why 1976 was such a special year in the United States, because it marked the bicentennial, the 200th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, and this celebration inspired the U.S. Mint to create special coin designs for the quarter, half-dollar, and dollar coins, but interestingly, not for the 1 cent, yet the penny still became incredibly significant due to the massive national pride and transition in minting technology during that time, which caused several rare varieties and errors that today are worth fortunes. And one of the most important things to understand is that 1976 was part of a major shift in how pennies were made, as the government began experimenting with different compositions due to rising copper prices. So while most 1976 pennies were made of 95% copper, a few experimental planchets with different metal content slipped into circulation, creating ultra-rare transitional errors that graders have valued at 6 figures or more. And if you are lucky enough to find one of these rare planchet error coins in high grade with sharp details and original luster, you might be sitting on a small fortune. And that is only the beginning, because the 1976 Liberty 1 cent also includes incredible double die errors, strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, and even full red mint state specimens graded MS-67 or MS-68 by top grading companies like PCGS and NGC that have shocked the coin world with jaw-dropping auction prices, proving that tiny cents can bring huge profits. And serious collectors know that color designation plays a massive role in value, with bean being the least valuable, RB being better, and full RD being the most desired. And in perfect mint state, these full red coins are extremely rare because most copper coins tone or darken over the years, making pristine red examples incredibly valuable. And this is why collectors constantly hunt through old rolls, bank boxes, estate sales, coin shops, and inherited collections hoping to uncover a hidden gem from 1976. And when it comes to historical significance, the penny might seem simple, but it features the classic Lincoln obverse with liberty proudly displayed, symbolizing the freedoms America was celebrating in 1976, while the reverse still carried the iconic Lincoln Memorial design which honored one of the most beloved presidents in U.S. history. And during the bicentennial year, while the larger denominations featured special anniversary designs, the 1 cent remained consistent, becoming a symbol of continuity and tradition, making it a surprisingly meaningful piece of American history. And let's talk market trends, because the demand for rare 1976 pennies has skyrocketed in recent years as collectors realize how undervalued certain varieties are, and auctions have proven that top-graded coins can sell for tens of thousands or even reach the staggering $779,358 mark when the coin has perfect condition and an exceptional error. And with each passing year, high-grade survivors become harder to find, driving prices even higher. And if you think the value has peaked, think again, because expert collectors predict that the 1976 Liberty 1 cent will continue to climb as more people enter the hobby, more bicentennial-themed collections are built, and more attention is placed on transitional errors and top graded coins, meaning now is the perfect time to search your old coin jars, check your inherited collections, or start investing in professionally graded pennies before the competition gets even tougher. And remember that even circulated coins can hold value if they have dramatic errors such as off-center strikes that remove part of the design, die cracks that create unusual lines, or double dies where the lettering or date appears doubled under magnification, and these mistakes were never intended to leave the mint, making them rare survivors that today are extremely desirable, and the thrill of finding one makes coin collecting feel like a treasure hunt, and that is exactly why the 1976 Liberty 1 cent has captured the imagination of collectors worldwide, combining rich American history, minting evolution, patriotic symbolism, and record-breaking value. All in one small coin, and as the market continues to evolve, the smartest collectors know that coins from important historical years like 1976 will always hold a premium, especially in top condition or with major errors, so whether you are a beginner or an expert, learning about these coins and understanding what to look for can change your financial future. And here at Rare US Coins, we are dedicated to bringing you the most exciting stories, highest value discoveries, and expert knowledge to help you spot hidden treasures that others overlook. So keep your eyes open, because that ordinary-looking 1976 penny sitting in your drawer could actually be a rare Liberty 1 cent worth life-changing money, and with the current market value reaching as high as $779,358 for the most valuable known examples. This coin proves once again that history and rarity equal massive profit, so stay tuned, keep collecting, and never underestimate the power of the penny, because the next great discovery might be in your hands right now. And we at Rare US Coins, today we are diving deep into one of the most intriguing and highly sought-after coins ever made by the United States Mint, the Liberty 1 cent 1983 D coin, a tiny copper-plated zinc treasure that has surprised collectors and investors with its shocking value, reaching an unbelievable market price of $779,359. Proving that even a simple penny can turn into a life-changing fortune if you know what to look for. So get ready, because this story is packed with history, mystery, minting changes, incredible errors, and jaw-dropping auction results that will leave you amazed at how valuable the right coin can be. The 1983 D Liberty 1 cent was minted at the famous Denver Mint during a time of huge transformation, just 1 year after the U.S. Mint made one of the most important changes in coin history by switching the traditional 95% copper cents to a cheaper copper-plated zinc composition due to the rising cost of copper metal, and this switch created countless variations, mistakes, and collectible rarities because the Mint was still perfecting the new production process, making the 1983 series one of the most complex and exciting years for penny collectors. Most people don't realize that 1983 cents were not all created the same, and the Denver Mint produced millions, but hidden among them are rare varieties that can be worth tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, especially if they show unusual features like double dies, off-center strikes, transitional planchets, broad strikes, or even high-grade condition with full mint luster and sharp details. And serious collectors are constantly searching their old coin jars, pocket change, and bank rolls hoping to find one of these elusive gems. The major factor that makes the 1983 D Liberty 1 cent so valuable is the possibility of transitional error coins. Some were accidentally struck on the old copper planchets instead of the new zinc ones, and these mistakes are incredibly rare and highly valuable because they represent a moment of confusion during the minting transition. And when one of these transitional copper 1983 D pennies appears and gets certified by professional grading services, collectors go absolutely crazy, driving prices into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. But that's not the only reason this coin can be worth a fortune, because another extremely valuable variety is the 1983 D double die reverse, where the lettering on the back of the coin, especially the words 1 cent and United States of America, appear double due to a misalignment in the hubbing process, and these coins are extremely desirable because the doubling is strong and easily visible to the naked eye, which makes them popular among collectors of all levels and results in huge bidding wars at auctions. Even regular 1983 D pennies without dramatic errors can still be worth serious money if they are in pristine condition, because high-grade examples certified MS67 or MS68 by top grading companies like PCGS or NGC are extremely rare due to the soft zinc core and fragile copper plating that easily scratches or corrodes over time. And when one of these high-grade coins appears in perfect uncirculated condition with full red color and flawless surfaces, collectors are willing to pay thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars just for the stunning quality alone. The coin market for the 1983 D Liberty 1 cent is hotter than ever, and as time passes, more collectors are focusing on modern rarities, driving demand even higher, which is why this coin has reached a jaw-dropping current market value of $779,359 in the most exceptional cases. And this number continues to shock people because it proves that you don't need gold, silver, or ancient coins to become wealthy from coin collecting. A simple penny with the right characteristics can change your life forever. Dealers, investors, and collectors are constantly tracking auction records, analyzing varieties, and searching through thousands of coins hoping to find that one perfect 1983 D, and the growing interest in error coins and transitional varieties has made this penny one of the most important modern coins in numismatic history, and as supply becomes more limited, prices are expected to rise even further. If you want to discover whether you might have a valuable 1983 D Liberty 1 cent in your possession, start by checking the weight. Copper coins weigh about 3.11 grams, while zinc coins weigh only 2.5 grams, so if your 1983 D weighs like an older copper penny, it could be a transitional error worth a fortune. And then look closely at the reverse lettering for strong doubling. Check the coin's overall condition, and always consider getting it graded by PCGS or NGC because authenticated and slabbed coins sell for the most money. The history of this coin is a powerful reminder that every coin tells a story. 1983 was a turning point in U.S. mint history. The shift from copper to zinc created a wave of unexpected rarities, and the Denver Mint became the birthplace of one of the most valuable pennies of all time, proving that even modern coins can achieve legendary status. So if you love coin collecting and you want to find hidden treasures, never overlook the humble 1983 D penny because it might just be your ticket to a massive payday, and always remember that rare coins are out there waiting to be discovered in circulation, coin rolls, pocket change, or old family collections. Here on Rare U.S. Coins.